Assalamu alaikum viewers, pray you're all well inshallah and enjoying your Ramadan. Welcome back to another episode of Align with the Divine. So this ayah, subhanallah, we've come across this ayah a lot of the times, but I want to link this ayah to an incident that happened to me. It's just nothing deep, it's just something simple. So next to this lamp you see on the side, there's a cabinet where I put my football boots inside. So I had a football game to play yesterday with some brothers, and I was asking my mum, where's the boots? Where's the boots? I can't find them. So I'm looking down and I'm looking in the cabinets and I can't find them. And I shut the door. I said, nah, mum, they're not there. I can't find them. So I come back into the cabinet and I put the light on and I'm looking and I'm getting frustrated because the brothers outside waiting and stuff. So I had to be somewhere. So then all I do is I look up and I saw that my mum placed the boots on a higher place where she wouldn't usually place them. Obviously, normally you place shoes on the bottom and stuff, but she placed them a little bit high. And then when I was thinking of what to prepare for this verse, that example came to mind. Why? Because it's to do with highness and raising. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بل رفعه الله إليه وكان الله عزيزا حكيما. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised him to him, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most knowing and is the most powerful. So here, this is referring to Isa alayhi salam. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have to raise him and elevate him and bring him to a high place? Is because Isa alayhi salam, he came at a time where he challenged the authority of his time. He corrected their beliefs, he exposed their lies, and for that reason, they said that, i.e. the elite of the time said, he's just looking to cause trouble. We need to find a way to execute him. So then obviously later on in the story, it says that they thought they crucified him, but that wasn't the case. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised him, i.e. the word rafa'a. Now, what's this got to do with my example in the store cupboard here and this ayah? You know, if I kept looking down for like half an hour, I wouldn't have found my shoes, my football boots. But I looked up and I found my football boots. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, He raised Isa alayhi salam as a means to save him. He saved him by raising him up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what do I want to make from this word rafa'a? How can we link this to our life and the example I gave about the boots? If we raise, dear viewers, our way of life in terms of the vision we have for life, and we raise that, maybe that's the thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to save us by. Meaning, if we just stop thinking about how to amass money for just us, if we stop thinking about how to make our children the best children, but just for us, to hold them up as trophies, if we stop thinking about us as just individual beings, and now we think on a collective, and then we go even higher and we think about what is it that's shaping the world this way. So we're actually challenging how the world has been constructed. Maybe through raising our thinking and our vision in this way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will raise us from the suffering we're in today. Maybe all it needs for us is just to become a little bit raised in how we see life, in how we think, in our ambitions, in how we raise our children, in the plans we have for ourselves, even in choosing like spouses. Which spouse do you want to choose? For what mission? For what purpose? Why are we doing this for? So that's something I just took. It's a brief kind of short reminder, but it's something that said to me that, you know, if we don't raise our bar on a comprehensive level as Muslims, then how is Allah ever going to raise us if we don't want to be raised? And it comes at a cost. Everything in life also comes at a cost. So when mum placed my boots somewhere high, I had to like lift my neck and like look a bit higher than I usually do. And it strains the neck. But what you get in return from looking up, even though your neck may hurt, is an entire whole comprehensive vision. Like imagine when you look up at the sky, it's worth it because the sky is so beautiful. So many different shades of color. how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses all these immersified colors in one plane. But you have to look up at the sky, right? You can't look down. You got to look up. And everything is like, wow, it's so beautiful. And all these creations flying around, and you see the moon, so you see so many things. So the point I'm making is even though it may hurt us in the beginning, the vast vision is worth it because we're looking at another raised way of life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who always look up and stop looking down so that we can see a future that is elevated and raised. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.